Hey guys, and welcome to Unmasking the Masked Singer. Now that the Super Bowl is finally over, we can talk about the real competition tonight, the Season 3 premiere of The Masked Singer. I'm Charlie O'Keefe.
And I'm Deidre Behar. That is right, the Super Bowl has a champion. Congrats to the Chiefs. And we have your first Masked Singer elimination from Season 3. Now we're going to be your referees for the night. We're going to guide you through all the major plays from the huge Group A premiere.
That's right, and just a warning, if you haven't watched the premiere yet, we are about to give away a major, the one and only spoiler. Give us the alarm.
On our new soundboard this season.
That's your warning. We're gonna give it away. Hey Deidre, do you happen to know what a robot's favorite type of music is?
I do not.
Well, it's heavy metal. I had to.
While I recover from that incredible joke, let's take a look at the first unmasking. Wheezy F Baby. Did you have any idea?
A few of the clues that you actually brought up to me, I think so. The song title's in there, but other than that, no. This is a huge name, though.
Yeah, this is pretty incredible that the Masked Singer producers were able to secure Lil Wayne, and the fact that Lil Wayne wanted to do this show is a really big feat. Now, I'm a huge hip-hop fan. The second the robot started singing, I knew this was Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I've been a fan for years. He's got such a distinct and recognizable voice. There were a few clues in the clue package. I don't even think it's really necessary.
No.
The fire truck, obviously his song Fireman. He mentioned Let It Rock. He has a song called Let It Rock with Kevin Rudolph. But again, it really just came down to the vocals for me. What do you think?
I thought the judges' guesses were actually very interesting. Jenny put Johnny Knoxville. Jamie Foxx, who is the guest panelist tonight, said Steve-O. And Nicole said Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, close but no cigar. That
No.
is Wheezy, and I think it's cool. He's got 4 children. This is such a great show that you can watch with your kids or that you can do to impress your kids.
Totally.
Because, I don't know, he probably signed NDAs, and I doubt all 4 of them knew that he was doing this. So.
And Jenny and Robin have been teasing us the past few weeks. We've seen in commercials and promos on social media that this first unmasking was going to be huge.
Yeah, and it was.
They lived up to it completely.
They delivered.
And with an unmasking as huge as Lil Wayne, there are surely some huge names under the remaining costumes.
But before we jump into our next 5 performers, let's take a look at the Group A, B, and C bracket that was revealed during tonight's premiere.
That is right. For the first time, we are now seeing which of the 18 costumes will be facing off against each other for the competition in the remaining months.
Group A, who we saw tonight, included the White Tiger, the Turtle, Miss Monster, the Llama, the Kangaroo, and our first eliminated, the Robot.
Group B includes the Banana, Elephant, Frog, Mouse, Taco, my personal favorite, and the Kitty.
And finally, for Group C, it includes the T-Rex, the Astronaut, the Swan, the Bear, the Night Angel, and the Rhino.
And now remember, with this new format, we'll be seeing Group A for the next few weeks until we reach our top 3 performers, and then the same will happen for Group B and C later on. Eventually, we will end up with our top 9 Masked Singers.
I love that they're doing it this way, this season.
Yeah.
I can't wait to spend more time with all the people we got to meet
Exactly.
tonight. But for now, let's get back to the costumes that we saw. Our next performer certainly had the eye of the tiger during his first appearance. Take a look.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon, alien lightly.
Gut instinct? What's it telling you?
My gut instinct was Tom Brady of the New England Patriots.
Charlie. Charlie.
Let me tell you why. Nick Cannon, before this... I know, it's a stretch, guys. Before the first performer, Nick Cannon said that tonight there are 9 Super Bowl appearances alone in Group A. The only person with 9 Super Bowl appearances happens to be Tom Brady.
Right, but I'm going to tell you why that doesn't necessarily work, because it could be more than just one NFL player. So it could be an amalgam of Super Bowl appearances from different people.
Okay.
Let's get into the clue package. The first thing that tipped me off was this clam shucking clue. That immediately reminds me of the East Coast, particularly New England. So like you,
another Patriot.
My brain went to the Patriots. But when I saw this person perform, big energy, big movements. This is someone who's also really tall, noticeably taller than Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon's about 6'1". This person's at least 6'3" or taller. I'm going with Gronk on this one. Rob Gronkowski.
Okay.
What do you think?
I am agreeing with Gronk, and there were a few other things that pointed to that as well. We saw a Masked Singer tryout sign, and it had 5'3". Now, obviously, they want us to think 5th month, 3rd day. I'm not going with that. Gronk's last Super Bowl that he appeared in and won was Super Bowl 53.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Totally.
Okay.
We saw a few others. On the Clam Trophy, there was actually the number 51. He also competed in the 51st Super Bowl and won that one as well.
I like it.
And finally, let's party. We heard that. It's something the Patriots coach has said before, and Gronk has also said it in a commercial, I believe, too.
I mean, Gronk is the poster boy for partying. He's at the Super Bowl this weekend in Miami throwing his own beach party. My last takeaway that I think it is Gronk is the phrase, smash the competition. He said that during the Clue package. And if you know Gronk, if you know the way that he played football, he loves a dramatic touchdown moment. He would always throw the ball down with so much force and so much energy. And that's kind of what I saw translated into his dance moves. I'm going with Gronk.
And I think we can definitely all agree this is an athlete, no offense Gronk, if this is you, not a singer, but a fun performer.
A fun performer. I took it a step further. Rob Gronkowski, guys, he's actually performed Ice Ice Baby before in the past.
Of all songs.
And if you look it up, it didn't exactly go that well. He forgot the lyrics, so I think this could be like a fun redemption performance.
Okay, I agree
because he
with
did
that.
kill this one.
He
was
did.
fun.
It was pretty fun. Well, next up, we have a performer who certainly came out of his shell to serenade the audience with Seal's Kiss from a Rose. Take a look.
Well, first of all, this is already the best season ever because you know I am a diehard Seal fan.
He's on our set over there. He's up there.
Seal is framed on our new set here. This song automatically, it requires someone who's got vocal chops. This is a really challenging song with a lot of challenging up and down riffs. I was really stumped right off the bat. I did not know who this was, but my best guess is Jesse McCartney.
I'm sticking with you.
A teen heartthrob from my era.
We love a teen heartthrob, especially one with insane vocals like that.
Yeah, well, we know Jesse can sing for sure. I want to go to the Clue package really quickly. There was a moment where we saw burgers. So we see the turtle is like frying up some burgers. And I was like, what does Jesse McCartney have to do with burgers? Well, if you're a fan of the show Young and Hungry, which formerly aired on Freeform, he played a character who had a scene that involved burgers.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, that's totally plausible. My other big thing tipping me off for Jesse McCartney was the bunny ears. I think we have a shot of the Masked Singer security detail wearing their bunny ears. So get this, Jesse McCartney, born in the year 1987, which is the year of the rabbit. A subtle but
clue.
plausible clue, if I do say so myself.
And now one that gave it away for me was the surfboard we saw him with, which obviously stuck out in this Clue package. I mean, a surfboard, they're on a track. What I got from that was he has a Teen Choice Award, guys. I mean, Teen Heartthrob, Teen Choice Award, it goes together. Also, he acted on Summerland when he played a surfer. So
I love it.
I love that one.
I absolutely think it's Jesse McCartney. The skills, the clues. Are you on board with us? Let us know.
Let us know.
I want to get into our next character performer. Get ready to ring the alarma.
That's our alarma.
She bangs, oh baby, when she moves. I go crazy 'cause she looks like a flower, but she's still like a bee.
Fun song choice right off the bat.
The judges' shock factor, I think, was my favorite. They're like, is he about to sing this? And he did. He really sang it.
Well, he teed it up that it was going to be a song about romance, and then you choose Ricky Martin's She Bangs. Who do you think this is?
I'm going with Drew Carey, and I will tell you why. So one of the first things we saw in that Clue package was obviously most predominantly shown right at the beginning, was a radio station, 23.3. Well, Drew Carey, obviously the Drew Carey Show, it ran for 233 episodes.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
That's a giveaway for me. What about you?
I also think it's Drew Carey. A lot of the evidence was pointing towards him. So there was a Seattle record cover. Do we have a... Yes, that's it right there. The 23.3... The
Wall.
The
That's
Wall.
our episodes.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yes, but there was also... yes, that's it right
Sounds
there.
of Seattle.
The city Seattle has significance to Drew Carey's life because he is a minority stakeholder in a Seattle MLS soccer team. So that totally
And I believe
makes
they're called
sense.
the Seattle Sounders, which
Correct.
is pretty much that, just with another
Sounds
word.
of Seattle, yes.
And also, I saw a Buddha. Drew is a practicing Buddhist, so that may be another dead
Clue,
giveaway.
right. And my last one that kind of tipped me off was the whole pottery thing that was going on. I was like,
Kind of like Ghost vibe.
Yeah, I was like, is Drew Carey a big Patrick Swayze fan?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? But actually, on the Drew Carey Show, there's an episode where they seek out a senior rec center and they meet a pottery teacher named Woody, who they both want to set their moms up with. So there was
a deep dive.
A deep dive.
Very deep dive.
And I could be completely wrong. Let us know if you think that we're crazy. But I think all signs are kind of pointing to Drew Carey. It's also a funny costume.
Yep.
He had a funny comedic take, and we know he's a comedian
Again,
himself.
not someone who's a professional singer like we saw with the last one, but I think it gave a performance that definitely nods to a comedian or someone of a Drew Carey vibe. And I thought one of the judges' guesses particularly stuck out. Ken said Joe McHale, who we've obviously seen on season 1 and 2 as a guest panelist.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing with Joel McHale. He's like 6'6".
Yep.
So immediately I would have probably been a little jarred if I had noticed this person was
6'6" llama.
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
Stands out.
I love Joel McHale. I know he's a fan of the show and a friend of the show. I'm still sticking with Drew Carey on this
Sticking
one.
with Drew Carey as well.
Yep. Now the next costume may look a bit familiar because it's someone from the Monster family. Following T-Pain's season 1 win, listen to Miss Monster. Obviously someone who can sing.
Someone who can sing, and to be honest, when this performer first came out, I was like, I think it's a kid. I think it's someone
kid?
young. Someone young. Someone, maybe a teen, just because the costume looked so small.
This is someone who has been through some stuff.
Now that I've heard the voice, I know this is someone who has had a long career. Who are you leaning towards?
So we just watched the Grammys. We covered the Grammys, and Tanya Tucker had a huge moment at the Grammys, so she's kind of fresh in my mind. I'm going with her for a few reasons.
Okay.
Number one, there's a 10 on the locker. So if we can throw up that clip real quick. Yeah, she's in front of these lockers, and you see there's a 10. Now, there's also an 11. I don't really know what the 11's for, but 10 definitely has significance. Tanya's birthday is October 10th, so 10-10. I was like determined to figure out what 11 means. The only thing I could come up with is that between the year she was born and the year she started singing was when she was 11 years old. It was 11 years.
Okay.
So it could be a huge stretch there. I do think the number 10 is a winner, but 11, I'm still a little shaky on. What do you think?
I think the voice definitely is something that stuck out to me.
For sure.
I mean, she has a very notable and recognizable voice, which I am definitely picking up on. But also, going back to what Nick Cannon said at the start about seeing 9 Super Bowl appearances in Group A, appearances could mean someone who was in the stands and got photographed, a celebrity, someone who sang the national anthem,
Performer.
someone who did halftime, while Miss Tanya Tucker did 1994, the Super Bowl halftime show.
Okay, so add that to the list.
Add
We've
that
got
to the
Gronk,
list.
we've got Tanya Tucker.
Yep.
Add it to the Super Bowl list. The other big clue that tipped me off was she ended the clue package by saying, "Would you still love me like you used to?" That's definitely a nod to her song. It's also the album title of her 1987 album.
Album titles are a big one. Song titles and album titles definitely give us a route to go down one particular singer.
I know that we're not definitive, but do you feel like this is challenging enough? I feel like we're finding a lot of stuff online.
I'm finding a lot online. I know they said it was going to be less Googleable.
Yeah.
I'm still Googling. I mean, I'm getting some texts from friends who are watching tonight as well saying,
sure.
I think it's this person. We're Googling as well. People are looking and people are searching, but I mean, with so many millions of people watching the show, everyone's going to find things out online.
For sure.
And finally, our last singer of the night had me kangarooting for whoever is underneath the mask. Check out this emotional performance.
I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh no.
Okay, so this voice like almost made me tear up. This is someone who's been through something. It's a powerful song, it's an emotional song, and a very emotional performance. I'm going Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks, who I would love to see on the show. I'm going with Jordan Sparks as well, just because I want to see her do The Masked Singer.
I mean, she's someone with true vocal ability, and you know, the girl has been through a lot, both good and bad, over the last couple of years. My first big notice of her costume was the kangaroo baby pouch, and we know Jordan actually had a baby in 2018. She got married in 2017. So those being the positive life changes that she's experienced. But the clue package was rather sad, and it broke my heart into a million pieces seeing her talk about being a survivor and having gone through a lot of loss in the past few years. Jordan actually lost not 1, 2, 3, but actually 4 people in a single week. Her stepsister, her cousin, and her 2 friends. And she wrote a really lengthy, beautiful Instagram tribute to them at the time. So this is someone who has definitely overcome loss, heartache, and some challenges in their life. And I felt that in that emotional vocal performance.
I mean, that cover was beautifully done. It was sung perfectly. I loved all of that. I do want a recording of that one if it is her. Jordan, please get on that. One that I particularly dug into was the gramophone. So we saw a gramophone kind of like leaning on a tree in the outside clue package. If we can get that up as well, there it is. the gramophone, she's only been nominated for 1 Grammy, which first of all is a crime.
A crime.
A crime. It was the 51st Annual Grammy Awards in 2008 for Best Pop Collaboration with Vocals for the oh-so-iconic song No Air.
I love how am I supposed to be with no
A great
air?
bop, who I would love to see her sing that as well.
I love that. You know, we saw so many things that alluded to her in the Clue package. The jump rope I loved because I'm so into like health and fitness, and I know Jordan's been on a huge health journey. She's obsessed with jump rope. That's how she gets her cardiovascular in. So I don't know. I feel like all the signs are pointing to her, and this would be another one of those performers, kind of like a Michelle Williams, who is doing the show to kind of like have a reemergence and to be rebirthed and show the world that I'm doing okay.
Yeah, and I would love to see her. Obviously, let us know if you think it's Jordan Sparks. I think the voice is there, but also not there. I want to believe it's her, but it could be anyone else at this point.
Yep.
Well, it's been a more than eventful Super Bowl Sunday, and I am seriously excited what the rest of this season has to offer.
And of course, we want to know who you think is on the show this season. We've only seen 6 out of the 18 performers, so there's still plenty of guessing to do.
And of course, don't forget there is another new episode this Wednesday. That is only a few days away from now. We will be back,
us more, give
and
us more.
another singer from Group A will be eliminated. Of course, guys, let us know who you think the remaining singers are using the hashtag #ETMaskSinger, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Cheers to a great season, guys. Bye.
We love an air horn.